Blessed be all my people out there. In this video, I'm going to be addressing a topic that comes up pretty much every time I post a video about magic, spells, teaching how to do a spell, exploring particular areas of concern as it relates to intentions in magic. And that is, of course, timing. So I feel like maybe what I should do is do more of an off-the-cuff discussion to begin, and then we can build and build and build. And the practitioners out there who want to ask questions, I will of course be answering with more videos. When it comes to timing, for those of you who don't know, when it comes to any kind of work that you're doing, any kind of spell, ceremony, ritual, there are certain peak periods energetically that do support, enhance, and boost the work that you are doing. And so knowing a bit about timing with spells and spell work can be very helpful to you. But it's also important to remember that when it comes to looking at timing, you should not be limiting yourself. Don't necessarily look at timing or timing suggestions as a rule of law, right? We don't want to look at things that are basically atmospheric conditions and impose religious style conditions on them. So be careful about looking at timing as a hard and fast rule. Now, for myself, I do observe timing and I don't observe timing. It's kind of the way you might go about looking at observing weather. You know, whether you are going to the grocery store, is it sunny or is it raining? If you are going to be doing any gardening, is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold, right? It doesn't necessarily stop you from succeeding or doing what you want to do with most things. There are certain conditions that you might want to pay extra careful attention to if you've got a big working that you want to make happen, or a very delicate or very complicated work that you're trying to maybe engage with, or you want to maximize your opportunity for success with something, like you really want more surety that something's going to have all the power and backing it needs. But it's not necessary to do it that way, right? If you've got to do something, then, go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter. My attitude around timing is it can only help you. It's not going to hurt you. But a skilled practitioner who knows how to raise their energy and cultivate their power in other ways doesn't necessarily, and I don't think anyone should, have to wait until a Tuesday or maybe a Saturday to do a protection spell. They should be able to, with their skill and their ability, cultivate enough energy to do it whenever they want. I think I want to start off with just covering the basics for people who are new and talk a bit about moon phases here. So moon phases are, the big four that we talk about whenever we're talking about spells, right? We have the waxing moon, we have the waning moon, the new moon, and the full moon. So a waxing moon is the 2-week time period where the moon is becoming brighter in the sky. It is increasing its luminescence. The waxing moon period lasts from just after the new moon all the way up until the full moon. So this is a time of increase, a time of attraction, as well as a time of amplification and growth. Typically, when we are in a waxing moon period, so let's say, for instance, that we just had a new moon a couple of days ago. We are in a waxing moon period. This would be a great time for anyone looking for a boost for anything they're looking to work on when it comes to growth work, attraction work, manifestation work, money work, love work, anything that you are trying to increase, build, magnetize, or draw into your life. Because as you do that work during the time of the waxing moon, the energy is going to raise and raise and raise. The tide, so to speak, is going to come in and empower that spell. A waning moon is the opposite. So a waning moon period is the 2 weeks that are sitting between a full moon and a new moon. And so a waning moon is all about decrease, things going out, things disappearing, things leaving. This is the time of clearing, of banishing, of exorcism. This is the time that supports spell breaking, and anything that could be seen as a bit more offensive to a certain extent. But this is also a time of closures. Now, during a waning moon period, if you did want to do a spell to stop gossip, or you wanted to banish something, or you wanted to do a house clearing, that would also be really good. But you can also mix it up. Again, it's only helping, it's not hurting. If you have to do a banishing or a spell breaking in the waxing moon, go right ahead. It's not going to hurt your work. If you want to do some attractive work or call in more money or a new job during a waning moon, then do it. It's not going to hurt your work. It's just helping other things, right? That's why we don't want to necessarily go into black and white extremes. If it's this, then it's anti that, and if it's this, then it's anti that, right? That's not good. That's not the thinking of a skilled practitioner. Full moons are all about maximum amplification and culmination. It is the time where things are getting ready for a big chapter turn. Full moons, you can pretty much do anything that you want as far as that's concerned. The energy is at maximum strength, maximum power. So whatever you want to cast, whatever you've got going on, or you need to dedicate some serious energy to, you've got that going for you. And for the new moon, new moons are all about page turns as well, but it's about new beginnings, fresh starts, clean slates, planting seeds, and also replacing, overriding, or displacing things from the past, right? Sort of leaving what you need to leave in the underworld and also embracing a new beginning. And so new moons can be either used for what we could consider quintessentially more baleful works to increase space in your life for something new, or they can be used for planting seeds and new beginnings and new stories to, of course, grow as you go into the waxing period. Just something to think about how you are observing and engaging and relating to timing as such, right? It doesn't mean you can't do other things, during a moon cycle that is not a part of XYZ, right? Just pay attention to what is helping, but don't assume that it's helping one thing, that it's hurting something else you might have going on. Remember that timing when it comes to your spells, and timing is there to optimize what's going to help. But if you get caught up in, how you feel, on an emotional level about doing this and this and this and that, you might limit yourself. And you don't want to do that. Whether you want to work with timing, or you want to work with astrology, or you want to work with planetary hours or days or moon phases, that of course depends on your magic and how your magic works and what you know about how you work. And there are plenty of very powerful and very legitimate systems out there that do not work with timing at all either. So that is what I've got for you all in this video. I hope you found this one helpful, and if you did, don't forget my name is Nico, son of Celine, and if you have any questions or you'd like me to maybe follow up or touch up on something or come back with another video, leave a comment in the down bar below. You know how I like to engage in conversation with my practitioners. So y'all take care, and I will see you again soon.